We are now at the supercharger in Rade in Germany, and in this video I will try to drive kind of fast, yes, about 200 kilometers per hour plus. It's 1 a.m. now, Friday night. Well, technically it's Saturday, but let's just get going. Now there's something wrong here with, okay, let me just reset here. The battery inlet has been stuck. I tried to reset this and that. I tried to reset the app. I unplugged the whatever. So hopefully it gets unstuck because that's weird. This is the first time I've seen a gauge get stuck like that. Normally it would just fix itself. So I guess we have to live without that gauge for a little bit. Hopefully it will just fix itself again. I hope there's nothing wrong with it. What the heck? Okay, it's kind of useful info, that one. Okay, and try to click on it to see which one, that one. Yeah. Apparently some people, they watch my video on phone and then it's too small for them to see what's going on. So it's a bit weird. I'm pretty sure it's not, well, you know what? The canvas is probably correct, so that means that the app is incorrect. Oh, where are you going, man? It's not green yet, dude. So, there, it's green now. So this is very unfortunate. I guess we can just still look at the other variables. It could be a bug in the app. That's what I'm guessing, because the car's functions are working perfectly. It's just that the app here, the Scan My Tesla app, is showing some weird numbers. Oh, where am I going? Oh yeah, I'm going that way, of course. So I mean, if that variable was wrong in the canvas, then you know the car would be seriously messed up right now. But it's not. It's working flawlessly. So that's my only explanation. I will try to fix it later. We can still look at all these other numbers, I guess. So I did run track mode for a little bit to quickly cool down stuff, and it's kind of cool-ish. 36 degrees Celsius on the battery pack. And okay, let's go past this one. Something is moving here. Okay, here we supposedly have unlimited speeds. Let me just check something. Oh, okay, this thing here was moving. Okay, let's put it there. Okay, so now let's just try to hammer it, see what happens. Okay, yeah, the battery inlet is stuck, so okay, whatever. Now we just try to go fast. So I just found a loop. Back and forth is going to be 80 kilometers long, so not too long. Try to see what happens with the battery temperature and everything. Oh, so not too busy today. I mean, well, yeah, I've seen busier times, but of course it's at night, so anyway, I will probably just stay on the left lane here for a little bit. Well, I like this stretch. It's fairly smooth and 3 lanes in each direction. Oh, it's a little bit windy, so you can go fast. So let's see, maybe, should I be a left lane hugger? Yes, for now. Okay, that guy is on the right lane, so that's good. Stay in middle lane. I mean, Germans, they probably stay on the left lane, leftmost lane. So let's see, let's try to just drive fast now for a bit and see what happens with the stators. It's not overheating. I mean, it's not heating up too much. Also, the battery is not heating too much. So you see, this is way less stressful than that weird yo-yo launch video I did recently. Oh, what is that? Some kind of crazy blinking. So I've seen those guys, those trucks, they tend to blink at each other a lot. It's kind of confusing for me or other drivers, I guess. But Yeah, that yo-yo thing I did was really stressful for the drivetrain. It heated up a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's just double check some settings. Yeah, okay. But here, this is quite easy in comparison. Okay. So I'm slacking now. Let's go faster. We want to try to put enough stress. This is it's kind of like a stress test. I've done it before with MC Hammer, but that was without scan my Tesla, which I keep looking at that battery inlet, but whatever. You guys just have to ignore it. So it doesn't tell you that much right now. But at least you can look at all these other numbers, and I'll try to figure out what was wrong with that one. So again, not too crazy numbers on the stators and stuff. I think we have to go faster. Yeah, let's go faster. We have to try to heat up the stator and the battery. Let's try VMAX over here. Seems to be a good, nice stretch. That's okay. Let's see, 260. I think I will just go to the leftmost lane now, just in case, since we are going so fast. Sorry for the shake, by the way. I tried to stabilize it, but it's not really helping. Okay, now we see some, yes. Wow, how long can we maintain this speed? Holy crap. I think I must not be able to do this last time. It kind of, okay, let me just go easy here. Have some stuff going on, some trucks changing lane and stuff. And it's a slight curve, so I just want to, yeah, make sure we can see straight. Well, okay, let's run wild again then, see what happens. Go VMAX for this car, 262 kilometers per stunden. I think when I go these speeds, I kind of want to be in the left lane. Yes, I know some Germans be like, "Nein, that is nicht gut." Well, whatever, dude. Wow, I'm quite surprised that they can maintain speed for that long. I think last time I tried, it restricted the speed earlier, but not this time. Well, okay, I see a little bit of restrictions now. Okay, interesting. Yeah, interesting. let's slow down a little bit. So yeah, by the way, I'm using the Hakka Black 2 tires. Yes, when you want to hammer hard, you want to use the black tires, Hakka from Nokian, 19-inch. So they are fairly well balanced. Of course, I'm not sure what causes those vibrations. Could just be bumps on the road. But okay, let's just keep going. Wow, you guys just see lots of blurry shit, so sorry for that. So still lots of power available. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Where should I go now? Yeah, I'm gonna turn around in 19 kilometers. We'll turn around. So trying to stress the drivetrain. I wonder if Tesla does this kind of testing when they develop the cars. What kind of test stretch do they actually have in Fremont or wherever? Actually, I think they also test other places. So they should definitely come here. Yes, come here. Test the cars. Test das Auto over here. That's good. Yeah, you want to go schnell? Go schnell over here. Whoa, what's going on over there? Yeah, careful. Okay, just want to take it a little bit easy since we're passing so many cars here, and there's a slight curve. So, as usual, I don't trust people on the road. I don't trust that they pay attention. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, you can trust Germans. Yeah, Germans, they have good driving education. Well, there might be Norwegians out here, you know, and they don't know what they are doing. Okay, let's go fast. Let's go fast again. Let's. Should we go 250? Yeah, it's kind of straight over here. Let's try to go 250. Okay, flat out. Now there's a little bit of power limit now. See? Well, I mean, the car still says I can do 380 kilowatts. Wow, that's fast. Okay, now it feels like it can't hit 250 anymore. So, you know, like we've seen before, you can't really maintain 250 or 260 for like too long. Well, what I've seen, you can at least cruise at 210, 220 without any restrictions. So it's not like people who buy a Model 3, they're going to cruise at these speeds anyway. I mean, yes, eventually, once I get the two Roadsters, then we can try some proper high-speed runs at 200. Roadster should be able to cruise at 200 for a long time. If it's true that it will get 200 kilowatt-stunden battery, then, you know, that's going to be serious business. And I also bet that Roadster will be able to, Roadster will have fairly low frontal area, and I bet they also try to make it as aerodynamic as possible, so low drag coefficient. So the CDA on Roadster should be quite low, and then probably 3 motors and stuff, and tuned for high speed. Like the Model 3 right now that I'm driving is kind of on the edge of the optimal speed. I mean, when you cruise at 200, it's not that efficient. You know, it was made to cruise at 100 to 150 kilometers per hour. Actually, even 170, 180 kilometers per hour is fine, but maybe not 200. Okay, there's lots of trucks, lots of traffic, so just being careful here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Not going to take any risks here. So okay, let's just go faster. Wow, there's still so much pull at high speed here. So you see, I have to prepare for the turnaround point soon. Where is it? In 7.5 kilometers. Okay, let's go. Wow, it's fun. I can get used to this. You know, after driving in Deutschland for a couple of days now, then I've gotten so used to cruising at 170, 180 kilometers per hour. So it's a bummer once I have to go back to Sweden, you know, Denmark, Norway, when you can cruise at, legally you can cruise at 110 kilometers per hour. Most people, they cruise at around 125-ish. So with wide open roads, then cruising at 180 is no problem at all, really, like right now. Okay, a slight curve, let's just take it a little bit easy here. We're not trying to set a lap time or anything, you know. We're not trying to rush anything. We're just cruising along, see how it goes with the battery. Wow, okay. The battery inlet is still stuck, but okay, let me see, 4 kilometers. All right, let me navigate to Rade supercharger again. There, oh, okay, well, let's go back there. Okay, that's 45 kilometers away. Okay, let me just check navigation, how it wants me to drive. All right, let's go a little bit faster. So in 2.8 kilometers, I have to slow down. I mean, I have to exit, so I'm not sure how early I should slow down. Well, I guess we can test it, okay? Let me see, 2 kilometers left for exit. Yeah, let's start regening. Full regen. Oh, is that Polizei? I think that's Polizei. It had some stickers and stuff on it. Yeah, that was the police. Let me see, 1.3. Yeah, okay, I can still. Yeah, that was regening too early. So okay, in 1 kilometer, let's go past this guy. 800 meters. Okay, here. Okay, now we go in. Yeah, I hear a little bit of fan going. So let's listen once we do the flip mode here. So far 15 kilometers driven to gain 41 kilometers. Well, not too bad. Okay, that means an average speed of 160, well, including that slow light stop and everything. So let's see. Oh, not too familiar around here. Well, not too crazy fan speeds. And you know, back in the days when I did it before, I was more or less in the dark. I had no idea what was going on. And now you can actually see that the stators are not that hot. And the battery is also not that hot. Like I mentioned before, 40 degrees Celsius in the pack is really nothing. I mean, I've seen it that when I supercharge or fast charge or whatever, the battery reaches 55 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what the heck Tesla did with this battery. It seems to be able to withstand lots of heat, or do they know what they're doing? Hope so. So probably we can hammer a lot before we see any problem with the battery. So let's just try to go fast again. We actually had headwind on the way here. So now we get tailwind on the way back. So let's just accelerate up to 200 something ish. Yeah, let's just go fast. We are 40 kilometers away. Oh, it's the shake, sorry for that. Massive shake. Okay, that car is going kind of fast. What is that? Is that a Leaf? The lights looks like a Leaf. Oh, it's a middle lane hugger. Oh, shit. Okay. So let's just focus. I'm very focused on the road right now. So I'm not watching the Scan My Tesla too much. Wow. Whoa, that was like, felt like that car was just parked. Okay, let's just go on the leftmost lane right now. We have someone in the middle lane, so then we use the rightmost lane. Sorry, the leftmost lane. So, okay. What should I say? This kind of driving is, as I mentioned again, you know, way less stressful than that massive acceleration and deacceleration. Is that guy in the middle lane? Yeah, I think so. Based on that truck, he must be in the middle lane. So it's kind of hard to spot it once we are when we are in a turn, or a curve, I mean. So yeah. What should I say? Let's just go faster. Let's try to heat up the battery. You want to have it nice and cooking once we arrive at the supercharger again. So, I mean, ideally, I see that the BMS want the battery to be at almost 50 degrees Celsius for supercharging. So, but it also depends on the state of charge. So, earlier I checked out that if you arrive with about 10%, then the car actually allows it to be only 40 degrees Celsius and it starts charging, and it doesn't use any extra heater. I call them the afterburner. Yeah, the stators, when they fire up while stationary, you know, burning heat to heat up the battery like that. So there was actually a charging session when those so-called I call them the afterburner. The afterburners didn't start. So I still don't know the logic behind everything. I'm just trying to learn more and more from looking at Scan My Tesla. So yeah, okay, now let's go a little bit faster. I think here it goes straight for a bit, so let's just go flat out again, see what happens. Yeah, I see now on the screen that we have a dotted line. So yes, I know I should use the rightmost lane. Yeah, let's just use the rightmost lane. Okay. Wow. I didn't expect this. I mean, I expected that at 1 a.m. there should still be lots of traffic. I mean, I have car now. Just right now we are in an open pocket here. But okay, so yeah. What else should I say? I'm heading back again. I mean, after this supercharging, then I'm gonna head back home. So had a little bit of fun around here, finding out more about high-speed stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I can't do in Norway or in other European countries. So I have to come here to do the stress testing and observe what's going on. Whoa, that guy is slow. Wow, he was barely driving fast on the truck. Okay, same with that guy. Okay, let's just go on the left lane. Always checking my mirrors, of course. Yeah, this guy is going kind of fast-ish, right? Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna run out of juice. Now I have 26 kilometers left. I didn't plan any crazy stretch here. So, and of course for you guys to be like, oh my God, what the fuck, barbecue? Why do you spend, I mean, why does it spend so much juice? My diesel crap, whatever, doesn't do that. Yes, I know. Your diesel crap spends less. You have way more range. This is, of course, the Achilles heel of the electric car nowadays. But fortunately, most people, they don't cruise at these speeds. Most people, you guys have seen it. Most people in Germany, even in Germany, they cruise at around 130 to 150 kilometers per hour. So, of course, you have those guys who hammer it with an Audi RS6 or whatever. But you know, for the majority of people who use the cars, they will cruise at 130, 150, and that's just, this car can do it fine. When you cruise at 150, you get at least 250 to 300 kilometers of range. It depends. It depends on the weather, on many different driving conditions. So, let me pay attention there. Sometimes I tend to talk too long. And then, yeah, okay. For example, over here, there's some trucks going there. Let's go faster. Yeah, let's just get over there and charge up. Then I can go. I have to pass through Hamburg again. The never-ending Hamburg. Like, when are they going to finish constructing Hamburg? Well, I mean, the roads around Hamburg. Seems like they've been working on those roads for the last 5 years or something. Yeah, I'll see now. Last time I went past there was when I went to Frankfurt and back again. So they are still not done yet. Wow, who's using high beams over there? Okay, I'm approaching some cars again. Yeah, like I mentioned, you can cruise at 210, 220 without any major restrictions. So like you see here, from what I remember, if I did this with the Model S, so especially Model X, then those cars kind of struggle, especially the X, because it's a big fat bastard. So at least the Model 3 is better in that regard. And another thing you probably notice is that even at these semi-high loads, then you see that the stators are not too crazy hot. The rear motor, which is the permanent magnet motor, is fairly efficient. I believe it has less heat loss. Well, I should have, in theory, I should have less heat loss than the front motor. So for high speed load like this, then it's perfect to use that permanent magnet motor. And then of course the front motor will also help. So in the past you guys have seen I've been driving around Norway, and you see that the front motor is most of the time just relaxing. But now you see that the front motor is also helping up, but it's doing about 50% only of the load. Or let's say it this way, it's pulling about 1/3 of the load, and then the rear motor is pulling 2/3 of the load. So I'm not sure why it's like that. I guess some smart engineers can tell me. And for example, why didn't they just allow the rear motor solely to work, since that one is more efficient? Maybe it's only efficient up until a certain point where, for example, now, you know, when 50 kilowatt load, 50 to 70 kilowatt, maybe that's efficient. But if you have to go at 100 kilowatt load, then it becomes less efficient, and then it's better to divide the power between two motors. Maybe something like that, yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see when we have the triple motors from well, Model S and X, you know, the plat mode. With triple, oh, is that Polizei? Yes, that's Polizei. So this is only in Deutschland. Wait, let me see. Is that Polizei? Let me just check here. Yeah, that's Polizei. You see, only in Deutschland you can hammer past the Polizei doing 215 kilometers per Stunde, and they're not gonna bother. Yeah. So, right. Let's see. Have to be careful. Exit is coming up soon. Well, coming up in 7 kilometers, and there will be a speed limit soon. So maybe I should. Should I slow down? We can wait a little bit. Okay, so let me just be a middle lane hugger. Actually, let me use the right lane. So what? The battery is still at 39 degrees Celsius. I'm quite surprised. Why is the battery so cold? I would believe that the battery would heat up to 45, 50, but I mean, it's being, okay, we can't see it here, but I've seen in the past that it actively cools down. The battery inlet should be at around, okay. The battery inlet should be around 25 degrees Celsius. I've seen it's about 10 degrees Celsius lower than the battery, so, you know, it's trying to keep the temperature at bay. Let me just take it slightly easy here. Okay, so we are getting close. Wow, that was fun. I wonder if we'll be there before the half an hour mark. Yeah, let's just go. Okay, one more rush. Okay, that truck in the front there kind of misses a few LEDs. Yeah, you guys saw it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, 2.4 kilometers before the exit. Should I slow down now? Kind of, or just keep going. Just keep going a little bit. So wow. So we are not in track mode. Oh, we have a middle lane hugger here. Okay, he might be from Norway. Yeah, let me see. No, it's from Poland. Yes, of course. From Poland. It's Pavel's brother from another mother. Okay, here comes the speed limit. So let's slow down. Region. Yes. Okay. Just use cruise control. Actually, let's just slow down. Oh, we need to slow down more. Exit coming up. Here is the exit. It's kind of sudden, this one. So I just want to slow down. And then, well, actually, the reason why the battery is kind of cold now is probably because of the ambient temperature. It's 14 degrees Celsius outside. That's actually, that's kind of hot. I remember when I tested Optimus Prime, then it was close to, I mean, it was like 10 or less than 10 degrees Celsius. So 14 degrees Celsius in the end of September, in the end of October. Wow, really? Okay, so now you hear some fans go. What is that? Oh, it's not my car. It's pumping, cooling down the battery or whatever. So, still cooling down the battery. I'm not sure why, because I've navigated to the supercharger. So, you know, the car should know that I want to supercharge right now. I wonder if it will do the same weird thing it did earlier today when I navigated to an Ionity charger, which was that it spent energy cooling down the battery, and then once we plug in, then it spends energy heating up the battery again, which is some kind of weird logic. And why would you do that? Why? I mean, why can't it just stop cooling down right now? Stop cooling down for the past 5 minutes, and then just, yeah. But I guess it's just it knows that, okay, we have 30 degrees Celsius in the pack, so we can just cool down. Okay, let's plug in and see what happens. All right, let's see. So the cooling stopped now once we plug in. Look at that. Now it's it's applying 6 kilowatts to the afterburners to heat it up. This is weird logic, man. I don't understand. Is it a bug? Why is it designed like this? Yeah, really weird. To me, it's a mystery. Wow, 138 kilowatt. Okay, we're getting maximum speed at this state of charge, and then, well, the charger here can, I mean, it says 150 kilowatt. I can show you here. If you look here, it says 150 kilowatt max, but that's just the advertised number. You will get 140 roughly all right now. Okay, actually, if I switch off HVAC, then it could be 140, 139. Close enough. Okay, let's switch off. I want to fire up the HVAC. Okay. But yeah, wow. Look. Now it's firing up 7 kilowatt on the afterburner. And then, wow, okay, unfortunately we don't see the battery inlet, but I'm guessing that it's trying to heat up the battery again. 36 degrees. Okay, let me pay attention to that one. Unless that number is also stuck. No, the cell temperature shouldn't be stuck. So yeah, you see now it's heating up the battery. So yeah, but what else did they find out? Okay, the stators didn't really overheat at 14 degrees Celsius. Okay, you can say maybe if it was 25 degrees Celsius, would the stators overheat or heat too high? Probably not. Would the battery overheat? No, I don't think so. Again, in the previous videos, you know, I've shown you guys that the Model 3 is just really brilliantly designed, and it doesn't have those how can I put this, those limitations, that power limit or that overheating issues that the Model S and X has. So again, I hope that Tesla will upgrade the Model S and X with the 2170 cells. That one is probably harder to pull off, but at least, you know, they upgraded the motors to be Raven. I mean, the same motor as here. Basically, to repeat it, Model 3 has the permanent magnet motor in back and then induction motor in front. Model S and X in the past, they used to have 2 induction motors, front and back. They recently, with the Raven upgrade, it's just codename Raven. Then you get the Model 3 permanent magnet motor in the front and still the induction motor in the back. And then if you have the standard one, then the back motor is a small one, and then the performance has a larger rear motor. So at least that one should reduce the heat buildup in the Model S and X, but you still have the battery kind of overheating thingy. But on the other hand, we actually don't know what overheats. I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like in the Model S and X in the past, for example, Optimus Prime, when I hammered it and it kind of overheated or it restricted power, I suspect it was the stators that overheated, not the battery. So if I have the opportunity, oh, clonk. If I have the opportunity, I would love to test Raven S and X, preferably the performance Raven. Well, yeah, I actually prefer Model S. I asked Tesla about this in Norway. Asked him kindly if I could borrow a Model 3. If I could borrow a Model S, a performance Raven, and test it in Germany, do some acceleration tests and stuff. And the response was, unfortunately, that they don't lend out press cars to test outside of Norway. I was like, huh? Really? I mean, Tesla has some weird policies. Because I borrow cars from Hyundai and Kia and Mercedes and Audi and whatever. I borrowed lots of cars, EVs, and I went to Sweden, Denmark, even Germany with them. But Tesla, no, nine. So, oh well. I don't know if I have the opportunity to do more because I'm going on vacation soon. So, and then by the time I'm back, then it will be December over here. So, yeah. So, that's why I wanted to rush over here with MC Hammer. And of course, unfortunately, well, you know, Tesla is coming out with an update, over-the-air software update, which will improve the Model 3's power output by 5%, and S and X, they will get 3%. I wonder if that has something to do with the motor and inverter control of the permanent magnet motor, because like I mentioned, you know, the Model 3 has the most powerful motor in the back, whereas the Model S and X has the most powerful rear motor, but that means that you know, the front motor, which is the permanent magnet in S and X, is probably less significant than the rear in the Model 3. So maybe that's the explanation why 3 gets 5% and then SX get 3%. So yes, maybe I'll consider taking a trip here in December. But then I have to get the Hakka black tires on, and then that's the risk, you know, putting on the summer tires. And then also it's also risky to use summer tires here, of course, in December. So now it's still summer-ish, but in December, so I might have to wait until spring then before I can test all that stuff. But anyway, I've been talking too much. You guys see the numbers, some charting stuff and all that. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.